Hey, 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 Chloe, baby. Y'all juice today? Did y'all see the topic when y'all came in? Hey, hey, hey. Come in, just tap the screen. Okay, you seen it? Okay. Or are you saying you juiced? Okay, y'all here. Hey, Talia. Hey, Sydney. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, so let me see. Okay, first off, let me turn these invites off really fast. Yes, we just started. Everybody just come in, tap the screen for me. If you haven't seen my first video that I just posted, go check it out. Your birthday Wednesday. Okay. Hey, Blossom, thank you, baby. I got a little schedule I'm putting together so that I can be on here a little bit more. If you haven't seen my video, go check it out. I'm gonna start making some more transparency videos just with healing. I can't tell nobody how to heal. I can't do anything but show you how I feel and tell you how I feel, and you guys just watch it in real time. I want to focus more on the people who are going through it because they understand it, and not saying that no one that's not going through it, like, I don't want your opinion, but you're just not going to really personalize it more than somebody who's going through it. And I'm talking about not necessarily just like a TBI, somebody that has a stroke, anything that changes a person where they're seriously changed. Like Jamal's severe TBI is, I think he's at like a 4 or 5. So Jamal's always going to have a TBI. He's not going to be able to work, like something like that, you know. As everybody can get better, speech can get better, driving, everything like that, that stuff is, you know, able to get better. But that's not really the point of this. I think that in a lot of different situations, nobody likes to talk about the truth. Nobody likes to talk about the truth. I don't know why. I guess the truth hurts. But I feel like where I am right now, I want to give you guys like the truth on going through certain things and more transparency, because I think a lot of people are just thinking that things are just so easy and that they're okay and it's no big problem and it's just stress free, and it don't be. It don't be. If I had to tell a girl who had just met a street dude, I'd be like, don't date him. Leave him alone. Like, you don't want what comes with it, you know? I think that women, they get with the men and they don't think about that because they want a quick bag. They want their bills paid, you know, like that stuff. And it's just like other shit comes with it. And then are you ready to deal with what comes with it? Men who out here doing their thing and then they go to jail, I don't think they honestly tell. Like, how did you really feel when you went to jail and you called your mans and they didn't answer the phone? You know, nobody likes to talk about the truth, but I want to tell y'all the truth about some stuff. Let me see if this is her. She's ready. She ready. So we're gonna have a little conversation. We're gonna do this probably 2-3 times a week. I sent her some questions and I want her to ask them to me. I'm gonna answer them. If she sees a few good ones, she can answer them. But yeah, this is not I want to argue with nobody. This is not a debate. Feel free to say your opinion because everybody has them. Everybody's in different situations. We just planned something new because I'm doing a healing journey. So this is my day 1. So let's just get it started. I'll be making videos too, but I also will be doing lives. So yeah.
Give me 1 minute.
Okay. I'll put my camera on because I couldn't hear you. And I got you on the charger. Let me see. One thing. Okay, so one thing I am gonna do is I want to make a video that shows, not shows, because I'm not going to show it. I'm going to tell pros and cons, specifically TBI, because that's what I know. Um, I want to say these are the good things that happen with a TBI. These are the bad things that come with it. Now, give or take, what I have went through with someone having a TBI might not be your experience because of the different levels. Some is severe, some is not. Everybody's different. One thing they all gonna have is they're all gonna have aggression. Why? I think it's just your life changing and you're just frustrated. What you got the right, your life changed, you know? TBI is traumatic brain injury. Again, there's no rule book. There's no, this is what's going to happen. This is what you're about to go through, because everybody's is different. Some people's is super, super easy. And some people, you can't even come into the room with them because they will hurt you. So, you know, you just kind of learn your person, or, you know, family member, whatever it is. Hold on, I'm trying to get this to stand up. But yeah, just for one, Google TBI. Thank you, baby. I need all the kisses. I put them for that. But where I want to start is, well, first I'll tell you, me and Jamal, we got together in 2017. And we had a really good relationship. I see a lot of people who are like, oh my goodness, I guess because of his handsomeness, that he just dragged me along and life was just hard. But that really wasn't it. Like, a lot of things that we go through right now are because of the TBI. And it's kind of like knowing the ins and outs of somebody, and then they get hurt and you have to relearn them. So obviously when he couldn't talk, I could still be like, he want to eat this, he want to drink this, because I know him. I know everything, you know? So when he got hurt, it was like, damn, you don't eat this cereal no more. Damn, you don't like this food no more. Like, you have to relearn it. So again, if you just get into the situation, that could be possibly something that you'll have to deal with, you knowing your person and having to relearn them, which there's nothing wrong with it, you know, but there's different changes that you have to figure out. Do you want to deal with the changes? Are the changes like a boundary? You just have to figure it out. I think that people should first take out the handicap part. I feel like if you can't take out the handicap part, then you're always going to be super like pity and sad and sorry. And Jamal doesn't need that. Jamal like gets in the car, he drives, he goes to the strip club, he gamble, he can get on a flight. Like, he don't need that. Like, that's not where we are. Like, I wish y'all would take that part completely out, because that's not it at all. I think Jamal is doing really, really good. I think I have personally got Jamal as far as I feel like he can go. I feel like Jamal has to work harder to get where he wants to go. But I also feel like if you continue to deal with people who are in your past, you're not going to be able to continue to get to where your future is, because they're going to continue pulling you back. It's like you want to walk, but then you're dealing with devilish people. God's not going to let you walk, because he's like, if I let you walk, you're going to go do this, you're going to do this, you're going to go do this. So it's like, no matter what I say and what I push, if you're continuing to go over there and do this, that, and the third, you're not going to get better. You're not going to get better. Now, for me, it's like, well, what do I do if I want to go left and this person wants to go right? One thing, let's make it really, really clear. Jamal would never go without. So this conversation isn't about him not having nothing, not having a roof over his head. Jamal will never, ever go without. This is about having transparency with dealing with somebody with a TBI and the things that you go through that people don't talk about. And we're just supposed to be okay with it because we take care of them. That's why it's like we're more than just a caregiver. We have feelings. Shoot, we have needs. We want to get our life back too. It's so many things, and I feel like we get put on the back line. Like, if there's one thing that I could start, is something for caregivers, because everybody's just like, oh, you know, take care of the person, you know, that's it. And it's just like, we got to make sure we stay healthy. Like, there's so much stuff we don't get breaks, and then it depends too on the person you're taking care of. You could be taking care of a person who is just absolutely disgusting to you. absolutely disgusting to you. And then you have to, because you might be the mom, you might be the son, you might be the girlfriend, you might be the cousin, you know, like that be the things too. I want y'all to find somebody in your life that means a lot and say it was that person that was hurt, and would you let them do these things to you, even when it comes to disrespect. I know there's a lot of people on here that do not like when people disrespect them. So imagine if it was your loved one and they're constantly disrespecting you, how much disrespect you gonna let go? What if it's your mom, but your mom is got a stroke? She know you there, but that's just something that comes with it. So we're not saying that they did it before. We're saying this is part of whatever injury that they have, and you have to figure out, are you going to continue to deal with that? Because now this is part of them. And you might be like, shoot, I ain't gonna, what was it? There's a guy on here and his grandma be spitting on him. Is you gonna want to deal with somebody who keeps spitting on you? Like, spitting is nasty. You got to figure out what your boundary is, you know? So it's a lot of different things that come into play with the TBI. Everything that I'm saying is not about me. It's about TBI. So this might fit somebody else's category. Again, though, what is your boundary? When are you going to be like, okay, enough is enough. You didn't call me a bitch every day. You didn't throw this bowl, because you know that we have to take care of you. What about us? You know, all because you're the aggressor, but we have not done anything to you. We are here for you. And majority of the people who heard something like that, they're fucking horrible to the people that are taking care of them. Why? I don't know, but the saying is supposed to be, what is it, Kathy? The people closest to you hurt.
The people closest to you hurt you the most.
Yeah, and it's like, we ain't doing nothing but loving you, and you know. So
I think like I'll respond to that, and then we could go into some of the questions. But I think some of that is they know that you're always there. Like, we know those people are there and they've showed up through the worst. So they're just like, they kind of feel like you're going to give them more grace. And it doesn't make it right, but that's just the reality. They feel like, oh, well, this person will give me more grace, yada, yada, yada. And then they project onto the people closest to them, unfortunately. So I think that's what a lot of people go through, like, as a caregiver. But I think that it's definitely a good time for you to like step into that space of just like your journey, your life, what that looks like. I see crazy things going on in the comments, so I'm gonna just give some house. I don't know if you gave house rules before,
no.
And I don't know if y'all know me, but like I'm not as nice as her. So we gonna let y'all do y'all thing in the comments. However, there are moderators. Once y'all disrespect the moderators, it is their discretion on if they put y'all out or not. So we're not saying that y'all can't have y'all opinions. They not really gonna matter. But if you disrespect the moderators, it is really gonna be up to them if y'all stay in the chat or not. So everybody can do their thing, speak your opinion, say what it is that you need to say. But remember that these are people, and you still got to be respectful to some to some degree.
This isn't content. This isn't, we made a skit. You don't like it, just simply don't be here. Again, I don't want anybody really in here who don't understand anyways, because like I told Kathy earlier, that's like me telling a girl on here that your man pay for everything and you don't work, and I'm saying leave him because he cheat, and you telling me that I got to deal with all this from somebody who's hurt. We're in two different categories. If you don't understand anything that I'm going on, I'd rather you be quiet, because you never know what can happen in your life, and you might need some of the things that I'm saying. But I guarantee you there's some people in these comments that are going through something, and some of this stuff is clicking, and they need to hear this. They don't know if they should say, they don't know if they should go, they don't know what they should do. I don't have the answers, but I'm trying to be transparent because this is how I feel right now. Now, if y'all like, shit, I don't want to hear it, say it, leave, because we can cut it off. Like, we could cut it off. But this is in real time. These are real feelings. So I would appreciate if you guys be respectable, or just simply just leave, because somebody else might need the help. But I'm like wanting to talk to the people who support me. If you aren't here and you strictly for Jamal's not here right now. This is about me and how I feel, and I'm trying to help other people, and I'm trying to heal. So that's really it. That's it.
And this is not even about like, are they together or are they
not to bash him, nothing. This is not what we're doing.
About just everybody is entitled to, like, I don't know how many of y'all have been caregivers, how many of y'all even like play the role of like being a nurturer in life, but it is so easy to like put you last. And I was talking to Lynn a lot, and I'm like, bitch, you always put you last. Like, it's time to like not do that. Like, not you could care about people, you can be there for people, and still put you first. That's okay. Like, we really teach people how to treat us. And it's okay to just be like, damn, I put me last for a long time, and it might have been necessary for that time. It might have been like,
And
I
it's
gotta
okay
take
for
the
things
back
to
burner
switch, you know?
and things
Again,
to
that does
switch.
not mean somebody's going to get left behind. Things will just change, you know?
But one of the questions that I definitely saw in the topic that I wanted to ask was, hold on.
Okay. She getting a question, y'all. But yeah, again, this is not to come on here and be like, Jamal, da 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 da. This is literally about me and my feelings. Like, you're not going to know anything about Jamal. We're not talking about relationships. This is just me and my healing and me wanting to take a different step in life. So that's it.
Okay, so
Okay.
I guess one of the questions which we already started, it was like the last question, and it said like healing, feeling guilty for putting yourself first. So I'm gonna definitely put you on the spot to say like, why did you feel guilty or take so long to finally decide to say like, I'm going to put myself first. So I'm going to make the decision to be more transparent as a caregiver, because you are transparent on the platform. And I think there was one video, which is so crazy. I think that's the first video I ever saw, and you were talking about caregiver, but it is literally the only video on your entire platform
I
that you
know.
talk about caregiving at all. So like,
What video you talking about too?
why did you take so long to say like, it's time for me to heal through the last 5 years, because it really happened to more than just one person.
I don't really think you think about yourself. Like when you're doing the stuff, you don't be like, oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need a break. Oh, I need to eat. Oh, I need to sleep. Like you taking care of somebody, and that's like in the front of your forehead, you know? Like you're back here, like I get to me when I get to me. Like where I am right now, what I look like right now, if you go back to 2020, I didn't look like this. I lost like 15 to 20 pounds taking care of Jamal. Just being stressed, not eating right. Just my son was brand new. Like it wasn't about me. Girl, I put braids in my hair. I didn't even have edges out because I wasn't about slicking no edges. But I just knew like I got to take care of some people, and that's what it's gonna be, you know. But like everybody is getting independent now, so now things are looking different. Like my son's in kindergarten. He's hanging out with his friends outside. He don't be in the house. Jamal is walking and talking. He's going on the weekends. It's like, okay, now I get a moment to like think for myself. I start doing my diamond art. I'm like, okay, I like this. This is pretty cool. Okay, now what else? I'm meeting friends. I'm able to travel. So it's like, I don't know what happened with this year, but everybody is kind of like doing their own thing, but we're together. So it's like I get to focus on myself a little bit more. And I forgot what that feels like. I forgot what it feels like to be like, you know what? I'm gonna go get a massage today because you're over here doing this. You're over. Everybody taken care of. Everybody great, you know. And I think that's the best thing. Everybody is great. It's not you ain't getting this attention. You doing this. Everybody is great, but I just forgot about myself. Like I don't even know what Lynn's good at. I'm over here like looking at this and looking at this and looking at this. I don't know what I want to do because it's always been my family, my family. I feel like anybody who, especially as a mom, is gonna understand that. You get so my fucking phone is my son, my son, my son, my son. I don't even got a picture of me. Like, I think it's just something woke up and was like, I need to start focusing on myself because everybody else is kind of like focusing on them. And I'm the only one sitting here bored in the house and I'm not doing anything. And it's like, okay, well, I finally got a chance. I got social anxiety. I've never had that. Before Jamal got hurt, I went here, I went there, I didn't care. Now I don't like want to talk to people in person. But then it's weird because I'm in the house so much. I go to the gas station and I'm like, girl, your hair look good. What's your name? It's so confusing. And I've never been
Wow,
in
she
this
meet
spot.
way too many people at the gas station.
I'm trying to tell you. And I've never had this.
I really hate the gas station.
The gas station is my place. I don't know why. It's just super friendly at the gas station. And they be bored like I'm bored. So we just be talking. And I don't know. I lost like a lot of people taking care of my son and taking care of Jamal. It was like, you ain't got time to do nothing. You can't go nowhere. You can't go out. And everybody just left. It's kind of like the same thing for Jamal. You know, Jamal had a million people who was around him, but once people see like you can't do certain things or you have no like reason, they don't call you. They don't answer. And now, shit, I mean, people around the world, and I'm getting up and going, and that's what it is, you know.
Out of here. We're out.
I'm finding myself right now. That's where I'm at. I'm finding myself. And it's something that I thought I would be happy about, but I'm like nerve-wracking. I'm scared. I'm sad. And I thought I would be happy.
I was about to say, but do you feel happy for doing that, or do you still feel like you're doing something wrong?
I feel like I'm doing something wrong. And it makes me sad. I don't know why though. That's the crazy thing. Like all day, I was so happy when I made the video because I was like, all right, this is my first.
Earlier.
I said that twice. I just got my lashes done, and I don't want to feel like this, but I don't know why. It'd be like guilt. It's like, I don't know, like you're taking care of people and you're just supposed to just sit here. I don't know. Like that's something that I honestly would want to know from somebody. Like, why do you feel like that? If everything is taken care of and everybody is fine, why do we feel like we can't do shit? Why, when I'm in a different state, why am I thinking about if y'all are okay, if y'all are breathing, if everything is okay? Like, I don't like that. When I leave, I want to be like, you know, I want to enjoy my trip and I can't because I'm thinking about the people at home.
But I think that comes from trauma. Like, not, like that comes from a state of you have been living in what happened too a little bit for the last 5 years. Like, that is what it's been. And it has been like, if I'm not around, things are not going to be okay.
That's how I feel. I feel like I could, if 2 days for me is too long. Me leaving anywhere 2 days, I feel like the house done burned down. Jamal all the way somewhere else. My son is losing his head. Like, I don't even feel comfortable, and I don't know why. And again, everybody's independent, but it stresses me out.
I'm going to say that, do you think that can enable these people to not be okay without you?
Yeah.
Think that it could put them in a position where they know your limit is 2 days. So at 2 days, they just start tweaking out.
Yeah. Yeah. They call in and everything because they know I want to come back.
And now you're in fight or flight. And you're like, no, I got to get home. I got to do this. I got to do that. And now here we are back to like not thinking about Lynn again. And then when you do get to a point where you're like, I want to think about myself. I want to focus on me. I want to share that with people. Then you get on the platform and then the opinions start because it's like, oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? Like, I want to know in the chat, why is it negative for a person to say, I want y'all to see my healing journey? Like, why does that have to be connected to something bad? Why does that have to be connected to a breakup? Do you have to just forget about yourself in a relationship? Like, is that something that has to happen? Because I think that's how you lose relationships, is that you just lose yourself and you have no independence. And I could speak that for myself coming out of a relationship. Like, you just build resentment because you no longer are your own person. You are just a unit. It was just Kathy and whomever I was with. Like that, we just became a person. And then once we separated, it was like, oh my God, what do I do? I just stood home for like a year and a half because I was like, I don't even know life. Like you have to start life over.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah. Like I'm 32 and what the fuck am I supposed to be doing right now? Because this is what I've been doing for the last 5 years. And I feel like I'm stuck, and I'm like, is that what makes me sad? Like, again, I don't have the answers. I'm just trying to figure it out, but that's how I feel.
So that leads me to another question that was in there was like, do you feel like there's resentment, or that even he has resentment to you from maybe protecting him from things that he probably wouldn't have protected himself from? Or do you have resentment for feeling like there's things he didn't protect you from that prior to this, hands down, he would have protected you 10 times fold over. Because I know that for me, a lot of resentment played into both parties. Like there's a lot of things that I ignored, and that person became resentful, and it just manifested differently. And then vice versa. I became resentful. I'll never speak for that person, but like I became resentful and I crashed out. I like left home. I hate home. Put me outside. Don't want to be home ever. But the root of it was resentment because there were unidentified needs that weren't being taken care of anymore.
I would say I don't think that's the word for us, but one thing I do feel like is with Jamal's life, with his past life, I believe there's a lot of shit that was supposed to happen to him. And I stopped a lot of stuff with me just being here, just me caring, just me being on point with everything. Like I stopped a lot of stuff that should have happened. And I feel like I took on his role of protecting everybody. I gotta protect you, I gotta protect my son, I gotta protect everybody, I gotta be aware, like that's one thing I could say I learned from him is he was always aware, on point, and now even when I say it, I'd be like, you slipping a little bit, like, you didn't catch that car, or you didn't see that person walk up, the protecting part, I ain't gonna lie, that probably pisses me off the most. If I had to be honest, that part pisses me off the most because if you know Jamal don't play that shit. He don't play that disrespect shit. He ain't gonna let nobody talk crazy, none of it. So for him to deal with people who either want to say slick things and he's like in the middle, which I understand because it's like these are your family members and then I'm your girl and they're saying something and you don't have that same oomph to be like, bitch, you better shut up or I'll do this, because somebody can easily overtalk you or they can easily, do some other whole shit, so it's like you got to kind of sit there and let that happen. And I hate that because it's like everybody's taking that opportunity. And that's something that they never ever had. Like that's one thing that I had behind me was a pit bull who's coming for everybody, including my mama. Like there's nobody who's even gonna breathe wrong. And I miss that the most because now I gotta attack people. And then when I do say something to somebody about him and it's like a family member, because they're family, then they go back and it's like, damn, I don't know if I'm supposed to protect you or not because now you guys are cool. But then I'd be like, the TBI, you might have forgot 2 months the motherfucker said this and now y'all are cool, where I'm like, I remember it and I don't like it. So I wouldn't say it's resentment, but it's definitely stuff that the changes that is like, if I could really like have that, I'd rather him be more protective than what he is now. He's just kind of just chill with shit or protective, doing something like that you shouldn't be doing. Like why, And I don't care what like nobody say on here. You want your man to protect you, and he's always protected me, always, always, always. So I don't know, that part right there, it sucks. Especially like I said, if you know him, like he's coming, like. And he's coming on some hard shit. So everybody gonna feel the motherfucking wrath. And that's something I miss the most. Everybody feeling the wrath. Everybody's gotten too comfortable. And the people who are getting comfortable is the people that ain't doing shit. So it's like everything is kind of like switched roles. Like he's for like in a way protecting y'all, but y'all don't do nothing. And then everybody else gets to just like say and do whatever. It's so weird. I don't even know how to explain it. But it's different. It's different.
So how do you feel like, how do you allow that to not be at the head of like you and him though? Because, or like, how do you allow that to not affect how you continue to show up?
I gotta be the bulldog. And I always say that. I want to be cool, calm, and collective. And it's like, I don't have to be like that all the time. But if I'm sitting here and I see, like, if he's on the phone and somebody's trying to be funny, and like, people have seen it. My mom has sat on live with Jamal all the time, like, let's work on comebacks. So when somebody is talking, you can do the comeback. Jamal just laugh and laugh and laugh, And I don't know if that's laughing because I cannot say anything back faster, or laughing because you think it's funny, but I don't know. It's just like it's not a huge big deal. It's not like I'm gonna leave you because of it, but now I gotta show up. Do I like showing up? No, but I gotta fucking show up.
And let me tell y'all, I like that girl that
I don't
showed
like it. I
up.
don't like being mean. I don't like being angry. I don't like it.
Y'all
But I
ain't
feel like
never
you're not
seen
gonna play
that
with my feelings.
girl.
I feel
Y'all have never seen that girl. I could tell y'all. Y'all think, I don't know. Lynn is cute.
it's better to keep me cute and calm. It's better for me to just
Donna
be chill.
is, I don't know.
It's better to keep me chill. That's how I feel. Just let me sit here. And I feel like that's the only two things that would make me act out of my character is my son. And with Jamal, I don't even like let comments about like him get to me because that's the first thing anybody's gonna say is, oh yeah, maybe that did this, or oh he gotta do this. Like, okay, you know what I mean? You have to probably like really say some like real foul shit about like him getting hurt to make me feel some type of way. Because that's the first thing I argue with anybody and they always bring up like the TBI or something. Like, okay, them is words. Okay, whatever. I don't know. You gotta block shit out, especially on here. That's what people want to do. They be miserable. They want to make you feel how they feel. But I'd be like, if you was in this situation, you would have felt a long time ago. You'd have been failed 30 days in. Like you'd have been like, bitch, I quit. The person you was with, they'd have been fucked up. Like, how can I be mad at that when I know a lot of people wouldn't even get here? We're 5 years in. We've been together for 8 years. We are 5 years in. Now it's just like, okay, shit gotta get on the right page and people gotta start doing what they need to be doing because what the fuck is we doing? And then it's like I think when I say it, people are thinking of they thinking left instead of right.
Yeah.
And if they knew right, they'd be rooting like, damn, we feel you. Hell yeah, he needs to do it. But again, I'm dealing with a street nigga. You gotta fucking stop bumping your head. You gotta figure something out. I can't go through a traumatic situation again. I'm not willing to. That's probably my biggest thing. I'm not going through no more traumatic situations.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
All right, so I got one of the other questions.
Okay.
And what do you feel? And chat, if you feel like this is something that you relate to, there are mods in the mods down there. So if y'all feel like, oh, I want to come up, I want to have insight, it is gonna be
Okay.
time, like 2 minutes, because in like after 40 minutes is up here, we out. But y'all can request, and then as long as y'all are not like user 1275 or like some weird thing, we'll like bring y'all up for a few. But what do you feel like nobody tells you about healing alone?
They don't tell you nothing. Everybody be silent. They like nobody talks about it. They just be like they at home alone, and nobody actually says like to the core, how do you feel? Like when we talk about like your friend or your loved one communicating with you, you like it. You like if you're having a bad day and your person comes and talks to you and make you feel good. You don't like when your person is gone all day and they ain't talk to you, they ain't call, make you feel lonely. Then you start looking left and you start looking right, and that's when shit start happening. Nobody ever talks about it. Like I don't even know how to even explain it, but it's not a good feeling. Like you don't like it, especially when you have a person. And I think there's a lot of people on here who are lonely and they have a person. And I think that's the worst thing ever is having a person.
For
And
sure, the worst thing, like being
like
in a relationship with somebody and you still feel alone, like that's worse. You might as well be alone.
you know what I mean? So again, that's the truth. But people be like, "No, I'm good," but then you're sad at night, or you got your back turned because the person then came in late. Like, don't nobody like the truth. And I think that's one thing that with what we're gonna be doing with this, nobody's gonna like it. You're gonna get the truth. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm not gonna make you feel better about a situation. I'm gonna tell you the truth about the TBI. I'm gonna tell you the truth about how I feel. And it's just gonna be either you accept it or you don't. You have your opinion, but I don't like to feel lonely when I have a person. I don't like it at all. Mm-mm.
So I guess like what have you done in the last 5 years to help you cope with healing or anything if people weren't there or like family stopped showing up or friends stopped showing up? Like what was the thing that like kept you going?
My son. My son. There's not too many things I can't list like this, my baby.
Okay,
Like,
so what are you gonna do now? Like going forward? What does healing going forward for you look like now?
I don't know. And that's the thing where I'm like, I don't have answers. I really don't know. I've cried so many times today. Good cry, bad cry. I've looked at the comments and seen the support and was like, oh my fucking God. Like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, if I keep on, so it's been 5 years and I really cried. So I'm like, if I keep on crying, would I feel better?
Keep
Like,
on
would it be
crying.
done?
You should keep on crying.
And that's the
Just
thing I don't, because you have to be like, so you have to be strong. And I feel like I'm just like, I'm tired of being strong. Like, you know how they be like, there's a saying, and it's like when people say something about you being strong, I don't want to be strong. Don't bring me shit where I gotta be strong. I don't want to be fucking strong. And I feel like I live a very soft life and I have to be strong through it all. And it's like, that's never been me. Like, these 5 years, I've had to work my motherfucking ass off. And not even just like job wise, just with everything.
mm-hmm.
And it's a lot. Like there be days I don't want to get up and I don't want to do shit, but I have to. Like, I don't have no fucking choice, you know? I think that everybody get tired of something. And when you say you tired, it's like you said the worst things in the world. I'm tired of having to be the strong one. I never have been in a relationship where I have to be the strong one. I don't date to do everything. My people is rubbing my feet, picking me
Girl,
up.
me
By,
neither. I don't want to do
you know
anything.
what I mean? I don't want to take the trash out. Like, I don't want to. And it's like, I'm sorry if that's, the relationship that people do. I don't. So my mental was 3-4 years, Jamal was going to be at least 90%. I think Jamal right now is 75-80. I feel like if we had more support here, he would get there. But because we have so much bad support, it's like I'm pulling him to be good and they're pulling him to be bad. And the bad is winning. And the bad is what's being like, okay, so what did I do all this shit for? And then you have the conversation and it's like, you know what? I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. And then the weekend come up and it's like we're talking about the same shit. And it's like, when are you gonna pay attention that the bad support want to get you out your seat so bad? They want to check you out.
Mm-hmm.
But because they're giving you the attention that you want, you falling for it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, all attention is not good attention. Sometimes you just need to, again, self-love, be alone. For me, I feel like Jamal got so much shit he got to work on, so much shit, that there's not a motherfucking day that you can sit here and be like, you bored. Because you have so much shit. And because he has so much time, I'm like, how you got so much time? You got so much shit to do. When he be like, I'm back, I'm like, you're coming back. But what I don't want to happen is where you are, I don't want this to be where you want to stay and be, because you can get in the car, you can go to this person's house, you can go to the club, you can get on a flight. That's not what I want. Now, because we have to go to therapy is because what I want might not be what he wants. But because he does not want to hurt my feelings, he's going to tell me whatever. So he's going to sit here and be like, yeah, I want to walk when I don't want to walk. Yeah, I want to finish talking, but I really don't want to finish talking because I'm cool here. That to me is the biggest situation that we in right now, is he would have to tell somebody who he trusts, because he's never going to tell me the truth. He literally right now could be like, I'm cool with this right now. I'm done, but I'm going to keep on telling her I want to walk because I know she wants to walk. And to me, that's like leading me on, because now I'm telling you every day, did you get up and do the therapy? Did you get up and do this? And you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it later. Well, whole time you don't even want to do the shit. I'd rather him be honest with me and be like, I'm cool here. This is where I want to be. I'm fine because I can move around how I am. And then I would have to, deal with that.
If
You
that's
know,
what you want.
I remember being on live and my mom was right there. And she said that Jamal told her that he didn't want to walk or he didn't want to talk. And that was a real reaction, because you tell me all the time, we're going to do this and we're going to do this because you're going to be walking, and you're telling somebody else, no, I'm tired, I'm cool.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't expect that, because I know he's strong. Like, for me, that nigga is strong. So you sitting here now being like, you're cool, is like, how? Because why? The bad support. if the bad support was good support, there's no way the man who I know would be like, I'm done. I don't want to keep on doing nothing. Like, there's no fucking way. I don't see it. Unless the people around you is making you feel like it's okay. And that's because what? Motherfuckers want to use you, abuse you, and even that you wouldn't go for it.
Yeah. So I think that it's more of like on your healing journey, like what are your boundaries for yourself? What are you not going to be okay with? What are you not going to accept? Because we do teach people how to treat us. We do teach people what's okay. And I know for a lot of people on this platform, like what they see and the Jamal they know, and a lot of comments and opinions, I think, come from this place of like sympathy for him. And y'all, I'm here to tell y'all, like, I know this guy in real life.
He different than on here. He's so
I would
different.
never say anything bad about him, but I want y'all to know that he knows a lot more. Like, he is a lot more cognitive than y'all give him credit for.
He's totally different off here. And that's why I like the meet and greets, because you really get to see Jamal.
Yeah. Y'all have to give him more credit. And just knowing that where he is, he might actually be where he wants to be right now. Cause everybody is entitled to feel like right now is I'm good right here where I'm at. But I think, like, for you, Lynn, you have to decide where your boundaries are and what it is that you want for yourself and what you're not going to allow in your space, just for you. And that's not even like relationally, that's like friendship wise, that's family wise, that's anything. Like, what are you okay with in your space and what are you not okay with in your space? And then I think that that's a place where you start, because at the end of the day, baby girl, you got to go to sleep with you at night and you got to wake up with you at night. And the reality is, Junior's even going to get old enough where he's like, Mom out. Mom gone.
I mean, it's like that. Like, I feel like everybody forgets my baby. Like, he see the shit. He see the stuff his dad do. And it's like, you got a little boy watching everything you do. And I feel like you should want to do better for him, if not me. If you like shit, I don't give a fuck how she feel. If anything, you should want to do more, because Junior, he went into sports. He's getting older. You should be wanting to get your voice as much together as possible for conversations that I don't want to have. Because you're here. It ain't like you're not here. You here. But then it's like, that's a whole nother issue because it's something else that I don't understand. So I don't know. Like I always tell them, nigga, you got kids. If you feel like I'm not enough, you have kids and they're gonna grow up, So I don't know. And then sometimes it's like, that ain't enough. So it's like, what's enough, But it's like, I ain't never been hurt. So I don't know what like he's going through. So that's why I give him so much grace. But I think I give him so much grace that it's too much grace. And he's just like, I would have to talk to, I would want him to talk to somebody who has been shot here living. And I would want them to say like, what their life looks like. Is you still doing the same shit? Did you stop? What did you do? Because I feel like Jamani is a big ass motherfucking reality. And it sucks to say it like that, but it's like behind the scenes, this nigga done been through so much shit. And it's like, nigga, how many times you gonna keep on bumping your head and being like, what worse can happen, or how worse can shit get? Shit can get worse.
So what I think is sometimes, and this is like not for him or not for you, but just in life, when you're around people, if you are in a room with, say, friends, and y'all all sitting at the table and everybody's starting to do things for themselves, starting to level up or just starting to better themselves in whatever it is. Like, yo, I'm going to take up this or I'm going to take up this. Like, I'm just going to get a new something. The people you're around, they're either going to motivate you to be better or you're going to shy away because you no longer fit with them.
Okay, so on that note right there, so I want you to think of it like this. If you've always been up here and everybody's watching you be up here, and then you get hurt and everybody thinks that you're down here, but then when you pop out, you still up here, and they're like, damn, how the fuck is he still up here?
But what if it's not about those people? What if it's just about...
Who can it be about?
No, what if it's just about you? What if it's just like, for right now in your life, you're going to do the things that's going to better you. And it's either going to motivate him, and it just any relationship. You're either going to level up together or you're going to start to go like this. And it doesn't have to be negative. It doesn't have to be messy. It doesn't have to be anything. It just, and I see a lot of people saying they're confused. Y'all, we're just talking. We're just having an open panel talk. We're just talking about like relationships in general and healing through trauma, whether it happened to you or you are
somebody's going through it or something,
and you just decide to want to get better. I think that it will, like I said, either motivate or the person will begin to pull apart. I guess.
But again, if you're up here and you fell down and somebody's got you back up there, and you have one person over here being like, keep on going, you got this, don't stop, and you got 10 people over here like, come smoke, come drink, come chill, come vibe, I got the bitches, you ain't gotta do shit. Who's gonna win? Negativity is always going to beat positivity any day. Y'all can come on here, but Jamal gotta come to y'all for him to listen, right? So if he sit here and say I'm gonna be gone for 6 days and I'm not gonna listen to y'all, then all you're hearing is negativity. Right. And the negativity wants to keep you down here because you was already down here. I can't push somebody to, go ahead, babe. Hi.
Hi.
Hey,
so I actually had just seen your video and I wanted to give my input. And honestly, I feel like it's very straight to the point, which is if there's anything that all women should know, a man is always going to choose himself. So if the roles were flipped, if he felt how you felt, I can say this with 100% guarantee, because all women, you can ask your grandma, your auntie, your mom, every woman has seen it, that when it came down to it, when there's tough situations going on, women, they're the ones that neglect themselves. They will stay, they will cry, they will endure all this tribulation and trauma. But a man, when he's fed up, he's going to leave. So I feel like while, yes, you have people tell you their own opinion, I feel like you should choose yourself at the end of the day, no matter what people say. Because like I said, if the roles were flipped, he would do the same thing.
Thank you, girl.
Damn, I agree. I'm just a random bitch from Iceland. I've been watching.
Not a random bitch from Iceland. What's your name?
My name's Pixie. I've been watching your journey for like so long, and it's very, inspiring. I also work with mentally disabled people, but as I understand, he's not mentally disabled.
Correct.
I'm not sure, but as she was saying, Christine, I agree. Like, if that would have happened to you, would he stay? And you'll never regret, choosing yourself and your kid.
Well, I got both of y'all up here. This is one thing that I do want to say. Because I want to know y'all answer to this. Mm-hmm. One thing for sure, I didn't keep Jamal here for a pat on the back to be like, I'm the girl who did that. I didn't keep him here because, I want you to do this for me. You guys got to understand, I really feel like Jamal's my partner. Like, him not getting hurt, we would be together forever. Like, we will have more kids. This would be us. Him getting hurt has changed my whole fucking life.
Yeah. And it just shows, like, how beautiful of a person you are to just, like, do that for someone. That's hard. That's really hard. Like, super hard. I don't think anyone could understand what you've been through at all. And I just prop you for that because I could never understand. It's very beautiful. But I think just you guys could always remain family. But if you need to like live your life,
Always.
I think you
I've
would
made that very
understand that.
clear. Everything going on, the man would never be, without, like, that's not even a question. He will always have everything.
Yeah.
This is about me healing and just like wanting him to be more further and things that need to change, but things that happen after trauma.
Yeah.
He's got a TBI, so it's not like I'm talking to somebody who is not hurt. Like, you can tell your man over and over and over, get this shit together, but if he forget or he just simply don't want to, or he's simply just comfortable, I want more for Jamal.
Yeah.
Regardless,
Does he
I
want more for
him,
himself?
and I can't push him if he or if he don't want to come around, or if he wants to go over there. And for me, that's a hard pill to swallow.
Of
This
course.
is 5 years.
Yeah. Damn. That's a lot,
So
man.
it's like, in a way, like, not saying like you did it for no reason, but it's like, you here, make the best out of a second chance. Don't
Yeah.
let the people outside who don't have nothing bring you to have nothing, or bring you to simply be in the same situation that got you into this. Like I said, I can't do another trauma. I can't do another phone call. I can't do another. I can't do it. I'm still tired from the first situation when we should be preventing it. That's what we're doing right now, preventing it from happening. And it's only one of me, So
And
I
that's
said,
the
I'm going
closest
on a
to
healing
that.
journey, and I'm bringing y'all with me. And
Yeah,
That
we're
has
ready
to be
for
the
it.
closest.
you
It's
know,
really only
We're
one
ready
of
to see
you.
more of you.
that's where I'm at right now. It's like, I can't get on here. And one thing about the internet is they gonna joke, they gonna play, shit ain't gonna be real. But I can't get on here and smile at y'all. And I'm going through so much behind the scenes. It's so hard to smile with me being an emotional person. I can't even do it.
Yeah, this is important too, like just for TBI survivors and like how the family deals with it. Like this is
Exactly.
important to put out
Yeah.
there.
And that's the part that I'm saying, that like, if you don't deal with somebody with a TBI, you don't understand. There's literally no book that I could read that says you're gonna go through this. And y'all gotta understand, like, I done been through some shit. And I mean, I've never went through the shit before. So that's the part that is hardest, is I'm going through a lot of things that have never happened to me in my life, not in one relationship. And now I'm going through this when a person is hurt. Normally you get hurt and you do better.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So it's
yeah, I think
like,
we
but
got. Hold on,
again,
though.
we
Let me
know that
see.
it is not the person, it is the injury.
We
Yeah.
got like 4 other people. in
Okay,
the
I'm just
Oh, go
gonna
ahead,
wish
go
you
ahead.
the best.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate it.
I really like your content, and I would love to see more about you and the realness that goes behind the scenes.
Thank you.
It's
We're gonna do
important.
that. We're gonna
You
get her to
just
do
ain't got
that.
no
We're gonna
choice
get her
right
to
now.
do
Yeah.
that.
Good
Thank
luck.
you, Christine. Thank you, Pixie.
Yes, absolutely.
You could
All
pull
right.
up the next 2 people.
Christine, because she gave me a not in the neck, baby.
Definitely bring up the next 2 people. And then y'all could just, introduce yourself, and share what it is, you wanted to say, or ask your question. If it's a question you're gonna ask, y'all, can we limit it to like one question? Like whatever your question is, just limit it to one question, or whatever your share is. So go ahead, Kayla.
Hello.
Hey, does this apply to everybody with the one question?
Yeah, girl.
Okay. It's not really a question, it's more so advice, I want to say.
Uh-huh.
Just like you said before, before the injury, he was still doing what he wanted, smoking, drinking, At the end of the day, he's still the same Jamal he was before he got hurt. Y'all both have to establish boundaries. Because without that, it's just going to be a back and forth, back and forth. You don't know what he wants. He don't know what you want, So it's kind of like y'all have to balance out, because if not, it's just going to be bicker between both of y'all all the time. And it's more so, it's not like at the end of the day, y'all are just a couple. Y'all have a child. At the end of the day, he's going to be in your life for the rest of your life. You can focus on yourself with him in your life. You just have to let him know your boundaries and what you want. And all he has to do is respect it. And the same with him.
I think on the boundary part, again, we got to understand that we are dealing with somebody with a TBI. So if anybody doesn't know what a TBI is, it is a traumatic brain injury. So a lot of things that y'all say that might be simple, they're not going to be simple because of the person that I'm dealing with. So boundaries, we didn't try the boundaries. It's just it's a TBI. It's the shit that you're gonna have to go through. The thing is do you want to be here? Do you not? And how can you limit it or make it better or help the person? But the boundaries part with the person with the TBI, that shit out the window. Like they hear you,
Yeah.
but that's it. They just hear you. It's another word. That's it.
Thank you, Kayla girl. All right, so we're gonna go Drea. Sid, you could pull her down for
Oh,
me. Hey girl.
okay, I have a question. Okay, when Jamal, okay, when he's just laying there at night and just, he probably be thinking or whatever, the case may be. Maybe like he's afraid that he can't be like 100% better, and he don't know how to deal with it. So maybe like this is a way of him acting out or just afraid
I can
of
see that. Because what man wants they women doing everything when I just told you
exactly.
that he's the
Yes.
man that does everything. I could see that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, okay, so what are we going to do to make this better? You know,
Right.
like
Right.
if
Right.
I'm not giving you a hard time and I'm still doing everything, we have to figure out how to get over that because I could definitely understand that. But
And then that's where the bad influence come in at too. Like
yeah, yeah.
it's feeding it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, this is just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so he takes that, and so it feeds into that. So it's like, okay, and then here go you. Like just girl, just be strong. Just be strong, and don't give up. You know.
I
Right.
don't think it's a giving up thing. Like everybody on here again needs to understand Jamal's not going to be left. Like we're going to deal with each other. I know for a fact that Jamal has no other support. I'm going to be taking care of Jamal for the rest of my life. That's nor here or there. How are we going to deal with it so things are more not toxic and so
Right.
damaging to me? Like I don't want to wake up one day because of the stuff that you're doing that I feel you should be doing better or that you're just simply doing to me and being like, okay, well, you're going to be taken care of, but I'm not going to deal with you. I don't want that when I know he's going through something, but I'm also not going to play like this nigga don't know what the fuck is going on.
It's
I
going
have
on.
a really
Right.
big heart, and Jamal knows that. And that's why I think that I go through a lot more is I have this heart. He knows if I sit here today and be like, you know what? You got me fucked up. You went and did this. Leave. Where are you going to go?
Right. Right.
Now, don't get me wrong. This isn't a situation where like he has to be here, but if he wants to live how he's been living, he has to be here. He does have, people, the whites, the courts that will take him out, and he will just be in a nursing home. I'm pretty sure he don't want that, and I don't want that. So
Right.
it's best that we figure out how to go about this. Where you still, if you want to go live and do the stupid shit, go ahead and do it. But we need to find the safe way because I know for a fact, all 2,000 of y'all, if I ever got on here and said that Jamal is gone because of some shit that I don't know about because I'm sitting at home and he want to go do this, y'all would be stuck, stomach hurting, literally losing your
Right.
minds.
Right.
Don't none of us want it. So it's like, what are we going to do? Which is why I want to start healing myself because it's just too much. It's too
Right.
much in my head. It's too much on my heart. And I feel like I have gotten him as far as I can put him, and Jamal can make his own decisions. So this isn't like, oh, you tell Jamal what to do. Jamal's making his own decisions. I
Right.
can't argue with a grown man. I can't be like, bring your motherfucking ass at home. Like, I'm not going to embarrass myself calling a million motherfucking times when I know you living your best life.
Right.
Now, will he come when he ready? He come when he ready. But it's like, again, you should be healing.
Right.
That's the part that I want everybody to understand. You should be healing. You should be working on walking and talking. And when you have bad support, all that shit is going to get blocked. It's going to be foggy. You're not going to be able to hear it because outside is fun. Is it not?
Yep.
Outside fun
Yes.
as
And
hell.
outside is fun. Listen,
Outside
It's
fun.
hey.
outside.
Shit, outside fun.
Hey.
So is
Right.
outside better than therapy? It sounds like it. Do I want to learn how to walk or I want to go to the bar and I want to drink? Y'all were literally on here when I went to the bar and found Jamal by himself. I don't understand. I don't think y'all understand how mad I was that day. I don't think y'all understood how pissed, how embarrassed I was that somebody dropped my baby daddy off to a bar by himself, and I so happened to come.
Mm-hmm.
So that just shows that, like, people don't give a fuck. They want you to come out, be nosy, whatever, and they you just was there. I think y'all was just as shocked as I was when I came there and seen him. I couldn't fucking believe it. But you know
Right.
what? Everything happens for a reason, because I ended up going to the bar and I took him home, and y'all heard that man saying, "No, let him come with me. Oh, I got him. I'm a good person." This is not about nobody being a good person. This is about if my baby daddy is good and he is belligerently drunk and he's not going nowhere but motherfucking home, and I shouldn't have to argue with no nigga or no female about where he going. And that be the problem, is people don't respect their boundaries.
Right.
But again, you don't
And they're
respect them because he
hindering.
don't make them. He just, I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to go here, and these people gonna take me. And then where you at? You at the bar, drunk as fuck, and it's like anything can happen to you.
Anything.
That's the part where people don't be understanding. That's a scary feeling. I don't want to get a call. I don't want to not know where he at. It ain't shit to get the man phone and turn the locations off, take airtime. Like, that stuff can
Yeah.
be done immediately. I
And
wouldn't
then at the end of the day,
everything
this
was
is
good.
your real life. Like, y'all
Exactly.
playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all playing
Exactly.
with my life. Or this is my real life. But what I want to tell you before I go, take care of your mental.
That's what I'm working on right now. I
Take
think
care of
that's
your
what made me
mental,
wake
baby.
up.
And I'm going to end it like that. But I'm going to be praying for y'all. I'm still watch y'all. But take care of you and your baby and your mental.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, y'all. Ash, and then we're gonna start wrapping up probably in like the next 10 minutes on like questions
Do
and
you
just
hear me? Can you guys hear me?
yeah, we can hear you,
Yeah.
girl.
Hey, Lynn. I've been
Hi.
watching you guys for a while, and I know you mentioned earlier, like you said, no one knows about TBI unless you really experienced it and been through it. No one would ever know.
Yeah.
No one ever know what the walk that you go through, the steps you have to take. My uncle had it, so I know he passed. God bless his soul. But like you said, no one would ever know, and I just feel like, how do you feel? Like, what? You definitely have to, like everyone's like, like, love yourself, work on yourself, because your mental is
Even that
important
part,
like
like, do y'all
everyone
know
else's.
how
Everyone
hard it
is,
is to
yes.
love yourself and focus on yourself when you got
Mm-hmm.
somebody else that's outside and they just, like, how
From the
can you
outside looking in, you
even,
don't know what's, yeah.
you know? And
Yeah.
that's the whole part of, like, the transparency. Like, I don't want anything to happen, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like motherfuckers is just sitting on a computer working on aphasia and doing
Hello.
it, like,
Right.
I can't, because we're past that now. We're
Right.
past that. And I know there's a few people on here that know what the fuck going on, because they're probably
Yep.
part of the problem.
Mm-hmm. He gotta want to do better for himself. Like, you
Jamal
can
is
only
not on
do
any
but so
medication.
much.
Jamal has not been on medication in 5 years. He was not brought
Mm-hmm.
home on medication, so this has nothing to do with medication.
Yep. Yep. He got a one person. You can only do
Yeah.
what you've been doing it. You've been doing what you gotta do. You've been doing your part. He has to do his part.
And that's where I'm at. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I could keep on pushing you, but again, it's one of me and it's 10 of the bad,
Mm-hmm.
But I'm starting to see that, like, you being where you are is easy for the bad to deal with, because
Yep.
if I get you back where I want you to be, the bad ain't gonna like it, because it
Mm-hmm.
brings you back all the way to Scooter.
Because
And
no one
motherfuckers
knows what
don't
y'all
like
been doing
that.
from the old days. Exactly.
Yeah. So it's like, now I see why I have so many people who are like, oh no, don't go work on this, come out here and play. I get you back to where you at, it's gonna be a fucking
It's gonna be,
problem.
yes.
And it's easier to deal with you like this. It's easier to
Yep.
be like, hey, come out here. And that's what I don't like. I don't like this part of Jamal. They love this part of Jamal.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
it
Exactly.
sucks. That fucking sucks.
And it's like, he's not missing on nothing, but he just don't know. It's just been so long. Now he got this injury, and he's trying to progress, improve, and it's just like people just trying to pull him back to where he used to be, and
Yes.
that's not what he needs
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
But I think right now the reality is the only thing Lynn can do is focus on herself.
Exactly.
That's
Focus on yourself. Love yourself. You got a child. Listen, honey.
That's
You
what
gotta
the
do.
whole like point of this live was.
Mm-hmm.
Not even to like where Jamal is or what he's got going on or whatever.
Right.
That's
We
what
don't want to drag you down. You got to push yourself. You got to
Um,
focus on you.
but
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I would never get on here and drag my baby daddy. I love him to death. But do I want him to make better choices? Yes.
Mhm.
For sure. Yes.
And you deserve to be happy. All right, Ash, thank you. We about to
You're
get to the
welcome.
last.
Love y'all. Good
We
night.
have like
Good
13
night.
people. So we had set a time limit. We didn't even know it was gonna do like this. We was like, we don't even want a certain amount of people to come in the
No, we
chat.
did.
But
We
it's
did. We did. We
it has
did.
way exceeded the amount of people. So we're gonna get probably like 2 more people up. And then I do feel like because Lynn is in a space where she's committing to like this journey, there'll be more of this like throughout the week. So y'all can come back and y'all can
For
request.
sure. Like this is a for sure thing. Like
But
this is my day one, and I'll do my little speech at the end, but this is only day one, and I don't know how I get on here one day being smiling, and it might be a fucking horrible day because I'm gonna tell you today was a fucking shit show.
yeah,
But we did it and we got here. So what's up,
let
baby?
me let Pika Candy.
Hey, love, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Hey, I just wanted to ask something. Do you think maybe this is his way of feeling normal again? Maybe he's home and he's feeling depressed and he's like, you know what? I want to feel. I'm a veteran of 12 years. I went to Afghanistan. I have a lot of friends who experienced traumatic experiences. And I'm wondering, trying to understand his side of the story. Maybe him going back to his normal ways, which I completely understand your side, is his way of feeling normal again, doing the things he used to do.
I believe that. I honestly do believe that. And because I've never been hurt and we don't have a lot of people who have experienced this, it's like, well, how do you get out of that? I
Right.
honestly believe that. Does Jamal think he's handicapped? 100% no the fuck he don't. He does not like that. And he moves like regular, So my thing is I don't want him to move handicapped because I don't treat him like that. But that's where he is mentally, is where you're saying. So he continues to do the same shit.
Right. And I feel like maybe he's self-medicating with whatever he's doing, drinking or whatever. And that's just
Yeah.
opening doors to demons. And this is where things happen in the past. And I see your point of view where you don't want him to go down the same direction. So my only advice is to pray a lot and put God first and hope that maybe God can change his heart and see the way that you're seeing it, but also take care of yourself and put boundaries and don't overextend yourself and hurt yourself in the process.
That's what I'm working on right there. You
Pika
said that.
girl, we like that. We
You
like
said it.
that
That's
advice.
what
That
we're
was
working on right
cute.
now. Yeah.
Thank you,
Everything you
girl.
God
said is
bless you.
exactly what it is. That's what it is.
That was it. God bless you.
Thank you, baby.
Have a
Take
good
care.
one. All right. Is your name Nazori?
My name is Sabri.
Oh,
Oh,
hi.
Hi. First off, I just want to say you are beautiful. I have watched your journey from the beginning. You're very strong. I guess my question today was, do you ever see yourself possibly dating someone else and getting married while still taking care of him? Because I know you said that you think you will take care of him for like the rest of your life.
I don't think I will get married. Why? I just don't know. Just trauma shit just makes me feel like I could not deal with a person for so long. I don't know. That part right there, I just know. Do I ever think I would date again? I do. I dated before. The internet had a shit show, but they have to understand that like me and Jamal, we communicate. So like what's going on right now, this has not been like not communicated. Like we have talked, we have been trying to figure this out. It is just not being figured out. I'm not gonna completely give up on him just yet, but I need him to know that like again, I have a son here and my baby is watching everything.
Right.
And I don't want him to grow up and do this. Like, there's just so much that plays into it that I just hope changes. I don't know. I just pray that everything just fixes itself. I honestly feel like, if you want me to be honest, I'm going to lose this fight. Why am I going to lose this fight? Again, I have so many people who want to see him this way. And if we don't have, there's 2,000 people on here. And I know somebody in Minnesota, if somebody don't wake him up, I think it's going to be a lot more sad shit that happens. And I don't like it. But
I also feel like, you're not you've given yourself like 5 years and you're not getting any younger. And I feel like you should still live for yourself as well, you know, because you don't want to look back and just realize like, oh my God, so much time has passed and I'm not happy with where I'm at, you know, because you've been such a great caretaker, which is fine. You know, he's your son's dad. You know, we do things for the people that we love, especially for our kids. So I definitely agree with that. But I also feel like you have to take your power back and you have to make yourself happy now, you know, because you can still be his caretaker and still make yourself happy because you still matter. You still have a life. You don't want your life to keep passing by, you know?
Yeah, I think that's probably, again, the hardest thing. I feel like if he would sit down, I would be okay. I would be able to heal. But when you have somebody they're doing the same thing they did to get them in the situation, it makes it so hard to just be like, I'm going to heal. I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to take my son to the park when anything can happen at any time. And you guys don't know how many things have already happened. So it's like, is it super close? Is it super far? Like, it just,
And you don't want this to feel like you've done it all for nothing too. So I get that.
yeah, you know, but I don't know. I feel like as far as dating, if he's not able to really focus and really continues with where he's at, it's gonna really take a strong person because my life is not an easy life. So I wouldn't just get with somebody. Like, they have to respect everything that's going on. I'm never not gonna take care of my baby daddy. He's always gonna be here. It's like we're not there yet, so you know, it really, the ball's in Jamal's court is to wake the fuck up. Wake up and do what you need to do. And again, not let these people get you, you know, out of your seat, you know? I just hope something changes. I hope that I hope by the time the summer is over, we're not still talking about this and he's not still doing the same thing, because it's like, I know a lot of people are focused on a relationship, but it's like, I really want Jamal to be okay. Like, together or not, I want him to be safe. I don't want him to be out here doing crazy shit because this person is out here. Like, and this isn't on no, he needs to be told to go do the stuff. He wants to go do the stuff because he feels like what worse can happen. And that's what I'm scared of, is there's a lot worse shit that can happen. You know, God can literally tell you, okay, you outside doing too much. Man, I don't know anything that's going on. God could take his legs tomorrow and he could just stop walking. I don't want us to go backward like this just because you're around, you know, the wrong people. So again, you have to watch the people that you're around, because everybody doesn't want you to be good. But the people who are in Minnesota and that go to these bars and stuff like that, they see him. And there ain't nobody saying, hey, go home. You know, so again, it's one person being like, come on, you got this, don't stop. And it's a bunch of people who are just, to me, the devil. They are a fucking devil, because if you had a loved one, a cousin, a mom, a baby daddy, somebody that was out here, you would want them to be like, hey, go in the house. Not let's go to the next club. Not, hey, come get in this car. Like, he's healing, but he's still not there.
Exactly.
So they asked him where his family at. His family was the motherfucking one that dropped him at the bar. Like, and then even on the family thing, you guys are forgetting that when people go to prison, their families don't be there. When people get hurt like this, they don't be there because it's too much work. It's too much fucking work. It's easier to be like, hey, if I see you, hey, what's up? But it's too much work to take care of people. Now, is everybody here? Everybody here, he at his mama house right now. But what does that mean?
Right.
Like, he at his mom's house right now. What does that mean?
It's a difference from being there and actually putting the work in as well.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, y'all filling him up most shit, or y'all up here like, hey, I need the money. Either way, it's not helping the situation. You're literally just there. And that's why I'm like, you're going to get the transparency and you might not like it, but it is what it is, because I don't want anything to happen to him. And I'm hoping somebody on here ever see him, they DM me immediately, because I just told y'all, we seen him at the bar and he was by himself. So if your brother can drop you off and not give a fuck, what do you think a stranger's going to do? They're going to walk right by you and be like, hey, Jamal, what's up? And that's it. Right? That's fucking it, you know? But I don't know. This is just, it's different. And I've never been in a situation like this, and I really don't have the answers. I don't know. I just want him to be okay, but I'm ready to heal. I feel like if he's going to move left, it's like a drug addict. Until they're ready to get their shit together, what can you do?
Exactly.
What can you do?
You have to be in peace and you have to focus on yourself right now. And that's just what it has to be. And it's not really, and it's hard to like have the conversation about you healing and about your peace walk and what that looks like without including what is really affected all of that. But the reality is, it's really not about Jamal, y'all. It's really not about his family. It's really not even about, like, it's not about anybody. It's more so about the fact that, like, there's a life that Lynn deserves to live. And
Exactly.
what is Lynn going to do to, like, to have that life for herself, regardless? Like, it doesn't mean that Jamal has to be put to the back burner, put to the side, put to the anything. If he want to go, he gonna go. If he want to come, he gonna come. I'm telling y'all, I know that I've seen this man in person.
Yes, sir.
He will do what he wants to do if it's what he wants to do.
Exactly.
So this is literally, it's very easy because y'all are on a platform where y'all have seen them together, and that is really what it is, and it's them, and they will always be family. It will still always be them, but she is allowed to have her own identity that just looks like her life and the things that she likes and the things that she has yet to realize that she likes and what that looks like. And she can still, both of those things can exist. She can love him and still want that for herself at the same time. So I feel like that is what those two videos were really about. And it's unfortunate that you will go on a platform and people will do things outside of supported, like outside of support, you know, what that is. And just so we're clear, I said we wasn't gonna respond to no comments, but just so we're clear, this is Lynn's page. Like, this is Lynn's page. She decided to make it a different place. If y'all scroll all the way down and all the way back and all the way to the beginning, this was Lynn's page, just so we're clear. She decided to make it a platform based on still her life. This man was a part of her life. And nobody's ever going to discredit it or say that this isn't like their brand to where we are right now. But there's just but so much y'all could come for one person. And it's like, y'all don't know the facts. Like, this was her page, just so we're clear. But getting back to like what this was about, like her healing journey and just what that looks like. And everybody who's asking for like a recap, I do think that there's parts of this that and it's gonna go on YouTube. Sabrina, you said your name was? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Sabri.
Sabri, you said a lot of good things. I'm gonna have the mods drop you, but I don't want it to be like, oh my god, why they drop me? So thank you, girl, for coming up.
Thank you.
Thank you, baby.
But
make sure you just take care of you too. Don't forget that part.
That's what I'm working on right now. That's what I'm working on.
I think that this could be a really healthy space for you to heal in a way that looks good for you and that is not attached to what he has going on right now. And you know, I'm gonna tell you the good, bad, and different, right, wrong, ugly at all times. It doesn't have to be what he has going on right now. And there will be times right now, y'all, that y'all will see Lynn on here and it will just be what she got going on. And y'all might see Ma come on in battle and it will just be what he got going on. Trust and believe, if he wanted to.
Right now, that nigga gonna get on here every time and he ain't gonna tell you nothing because he don't want,
right,
you know, whatever. But I can't do what he do.
Yes. So, and we just have to respect that, like, people aren't entitled. Everybody grows. No relationship, if y'all are in a relationship where it is the same that it was 5 years ago, y'all probably should find a new relationship anyway.
No, for
that's just the God to honest truth. Like, no relationship, and through every trial, through every tribulation, through everything, I could wake up one day and just decide like, oh shit, I don't know if I'm a caregiver, I'm a nanny. I could just wake up one day and be like, oh, I don't know if I want to be a nanny no more. And guess what? The family I work for is asked out. They asked out. And they think that my decision is going to affect their life, but it don't really have to have nothing to do with them. Yeah. You can just wake up one day and want more for yourself. And you could just want.
But I need to, like, on that right there, just waking up. people gotta understand that like you don't just wake up, like shit is just happening and happening and happening and happening, and then you wake up and you're like, all right, look,
A lot has happened, and here I am, and this is where I'm at.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's what it goes to, and it's actually like you come on a platform, girl, you better than me because I'm telling you, when it happened to me, I shut shit down. Delete the Instagram, delete the Facebook, I deleted everything.
but it's so different, and I keep
It
telling you
is.
that it's so different. You
It
can't,
is.
you can't
And
just
I'm
do
saying
that.
I commend you to be able to do it because I wasn't able to do it. I was like, I definitely lived a life where the whole relationship, y'all know where you see the memes where it's like, or y'all see the videos where it's like, girl, you done gave us the relationship, you done gave us the proposal, you done gave us this, and then you just cut the season off. I was that girl. Yeah, season ended, canceled. Y'all ain't gonna know. And I'll pop out when I feel healthy enough to just be who I am, not attached to what life used to be. But I didn't have all of where you are right now and all that, what comes with it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but you are very much entitled to go on whatever this healing journey looks like. And a healing
You
journey,
know, everybody, this has been like, do I not? And for me to say, okay, I want to go on this journey, it's like you didn't really lost your motherfucking marbles. Like, shit is really happening because I've never, ever, ever.
but I don't want you to attach the fact that you have to heal with where he is in his journey, because I think that you have to do this regardless. Even if he was doing his damnedest to do better in everything, I would still say behind the scenes, you are responsible for doing your healing. You are responsible for doing what it is you have to do to just mentally feel better and know what it is that you want in your life, period. Like,
Yeah,
regardless.
yeah. I wish I knew what healing looked like or what the
Oh, you
steps
about to
are.
find out. You about to find out.
Yeah.
And there
Yeah.
are no steps. What was you just telling me earlier? There's no steps. There's no rule book. There's
Yeah. Somebody said,
there's
you know what
none
you
of
signed
that.
up for? I said, only if you knew, baby. There's none of this. You have to figure this shit out day by day. And I'd be like, I don't know. All I know is I got a little boy and it's hard to be strong and go through shit and be a mom, So it's like I can't
So
be like, well, we're going through this and I'm trying to help you with homework,
yeah.
like
So
the
what
shit that
I'll
happened
say,
today
like,
with the phone call. That like really.
right, yes, but I will say to you as like a nanny, like what I tell the moms, because I work directly with the other moms. And I tell them, like, you're teaching your children how to be when they grow up.
Like
So if
that.
you're showing your child that, like, even down to the smallest thing, just the mom getting up and working out, she'll sometimes say, oh, instead of working out, I'm gonna do A, B, and C. And it's that little bit of like, oh, your kid is calling you, so now you're gonna say, I'm not doing what I need to do, and I'm gonna come tend to you. And what you're teaching your child is when they get older to put the things that they have to do for themselves on the back burner if somebody who loves them calls them.
Well,
So
you see
even
my
doing
son in a motherfucking ski mask. So I felt like that video, a lot of people thought it was a joke, but it's like, this is your opportunity to open your eyes and see what you are doing and what you are talking about and the fact that he is watching you. You saying, oh no, but where it come from?
right.
So
I feel
I
like,
think we gotta do better because
you have to, unfortunately, I hate to throw it back at you, but like you got to show everybody that, like, because you showed everybody for the last 5 years, you showed everybody that, like, it's okay to not pour into Lynn's cup because you're gonna pour into everybody's cup, even when it's dry, even when it's like you don't got nothing left, you like scraping at the bottom of it. It's now time to show, like, hey, I'm gonna pour in my own cup. And I think y'all should pour in your own cup too. Like, I think it's actually okay that we all pour in our own cup. Let me tell you something. Your 6-year-old son is more independent than some of these 13-year-old kids that I have nannied.
But it's like, you had to be like that because of where we are. And that makes me as a mom feel some type of way. Like, my baby shouldn't know how to do this, but he does, because why? I got to take care of you. And you acting like you don't want to do this. And then you want to be acting like he can't have this. You know what I mean? Like, it's different stuff like that. Like, I want to be able to just be a mom and a girlfriend and not be you pull, you know, like, this is not competition in this house. Everybody is loved equally. But when you're going through something, it's like, even that, I have to figure that out. I don't know if anybody's on here that will understand that.
Yeah, well, I think no. I think like moms go through it all the time. Moms have just mom guilt all the time, no matter what. Like, they just do. Get out the comments is what I need you to do. Put your phone down.
Actually texting while you're running your mouth.
Get out the comments, y'all.
I
told
swear
the
I
folks, y'all
am.
don't hear. I said I'm not going on if you're gonna read the comments from your other phone, because
I swear I'm texting. I would literally. Matter of fact, let me screenshot.
Okay. No, don't show me. Don't show me. Don't show me. Don't
Oh,
show
okay,
me.
because I'm texting.
No, don't show me. But y'all, we're gonna definitely wrap this up. I feel like we said it was gonna be 40 minutes, and we really gave y'all like an hour and a half. So I think that we're
25, and I think that it was good. Again, for the people who missed it, this is gonna be on YouTube. Every time I do this, is gonna be on YouTube. I can't do this by myself, so this is Kathy. If y'all don't know, this is Joy My Journey. She will be here because I will be on this bitch just crying and crying and crying. And I'm just so tired of crying. So I have to do it with somebody that makes me comfortable. It makes me feel like a FaceTime, which is why I'm not reading the comments, because I want to stick to the healing part and not argue with people who don't understand it, or they just want to make me feel bad about it. So that's what we came up with, is I'm not reading comments. It's going to be on YouTube. I'm going to drop it tonight. We're going to do it 2-3 times a week. It's always going to be in the nighttime. And I will always do little videos, just like telling y'all about little things, because that's what my journey is. I might wake up and I feel like I should tell you guys this, and then I want to tell you guys the good and the bad about the TBIs. I want to tell you guys about just things that I've either seen or somebody else has had a TBI and they have dealt with, because you never know who is going to get in this situation and not know what to do. And one thing for sure is, on the level of just like handicap, as far as like stroke, TBI, whatever else they got, I don't even know what's the least and what is just like you're going through hell. All I know is you really gotta love somebody to go through this stuff, because again, they all have anger in them. There ain't not one that don't have anger in them. They're all angry. I think that they just put their anger in the wrong place. It's just like the girl that got shot in the head. She's always on here yelling at the people in the comments, but she's angry at the fact that that man changed her life. Her life will be changed forever. So it's like, no matter who's in the comments saying this, that, or the third, that man changed your life. And that shit is hard to deal with, you know? Anybody on here who has a TBI, treat your people right. Treat your people right, because they're trying to love you. They're trying to make you feel better, but we do not understand what you're going through. We are trying, but we do not fully understand. That's why I communicate with people who have TBIs. I communicate with their caregivers so that I can have different perspectives on stuff. I know, like, okay, let me not say this because this might trigger you. The video that I did where Jamal was watching himself, I had somebody call me who has a TBI, and they told me never to do that again because that is trauma. I thought he was just looking at himself and he admired himself, which that's what he said. But it's trauma because they want to get back to their old self, and they shouldn't, because that's what, got them where they are. So I don't know. I just appreciate y'all a lot. Again, this is day one. I'm going on a healing journey, and this is in real time. These are real feelings. This is not planned. This is not a joke. This is not a skit. Thank you.
And what I can say is there's been way, way, way more positive comments in the chat than there has been negative. So there's a lot of people who are excited. They are, no, she not single, y'all. If she's not gonna be with Jamal, we go together.
She's real bad.
Not single, okay? So they're positive, like a lot more than negative. And that's just what you got to continue to focus on, like, at the end of the day, people could say, don't be on the internet or don't whatever. Da, 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 da. This is the life y'all chose. Y'all chose to be on the internet, and you get to make it as authentic as you want. And you're also not obligated to share more than you're willing to share.
I
Point blank,
honestly
period.
felt like y'all deserved it. I thought about this all day.
Get crazy. They didn't know. Let's not be.
Okay,
That's
what I'm gonna say
generous.
is the people who I feel like really fuck with me and support me, I feel like they deserved it. What did I tell you today? I don't even want there to be 500 people in here because I don't want people who want to watch my pain. I want people in here who honestly understand what I'm going through, feel for me. You know, I don't want the extra shit because it's just extra. You just can watch it. Again, it's my real life. I'm really sad. You know, so we'll be doing it again and again and again until I stop crying. When I'm stop crying, I don't fucking know.
Not this weekend. I know that much. Please, leave the tears of Minnesota. Please.
That's the next weekend. I won't cry next weekend. We ain't gonna do nothing next weekend. The weekdays we will get these out. Shumax, thank you for the subscription. But for the rest of the time, we won't. And that too is why I have been trying to travel more, is because I just feel like I just need to leave.
Deserve it, and that's it, and period.
And
And
like that. I don't even feel like that. I just feel like I need to leave.
life.
Like, I don't know.
No.
But
You deserve to live your life, and that's it.
yeah.
Um,
All I know is it's been a journey. And if you just started one of these journeys, put your fucking seatbelt on because it's going to be a long journey. And it is a very up-down journey. I'm going to make so many different videos just about little things that have happened, my experience. And again, there's going to be a lot of people that don't like it. But they have to understand that's what comes with you being with somebody with a TBI. Why? I wish somebody in here had the answers to why things change and they be like this. I don't know. But my new thing right now is I've met some amazing ladies on here and they have made it where I feel comfortable coming on here. And I'm like, you know what? Let me bring y'all on this journey because I really just was like, I would just let this shit be. That's how I've been feeling the last couple of days. Let me just let this shit be and just say, forget it. But I was like, I'd rather have as much support as I can going through this because I don't know what it looks like. But here we go. So this is going to be
here we go. Hey, y'all. Come back tomorrow or Monday or whenever.
I feel like I can't do every day.
No.
But, yeah, I'm like, we could do 3 times a week or something, but
so we're gonna figure out the days after we get off here, y'all. We're gonna figure out the days, and then she'll probably like make a video or whatever, and just say maybe we'll do like, I don't know, Monday, Wednesday, probably not Friday because we're not crying on Friday.
Yeah, I can't cry on Friday. No.
We got things to do. And just so y'all like know, so I'm like super big into like healing and like I go to therapy every week and like all of that stuff, and I listen to like podcasts and like all of whatever.
Thank you, Heaven, for the subscription, baby.
And it really is good to like, one book I was listening to, and I think it was called like Girl Wash Your Face or something. And I know she said one thing in that book where she was like, she started scheduling her moments where she was allowed to break down. And she was like, from this time to this time, I can cry. And then for the rest of the day, I'm up and I'm gone. So if there's anything that like I'll leave it with, is like, schedule your cries, schedule your breakdown, and that's it. And then once
it's my first year crying,
you gotta go like live life.
Like I've never cried like about the whole everything. I've never cried. I just like, when the fuck do you have time to cry? I literally cried so much today over just the people in the comments, just like, oh my God, like you either understand or you're just here just to support. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I'm saying, positivity of the support. And that's what Jamal needs in real life, you know? So it's like, I have it on the internet and I have it on here, and that's what he needs to figure out.
And he will.
Yeah.
And that's that. So,
Yeah.
y'all, we will see y'all another night.
Yep, and I will always make the video first to let you guys know what we talking about and everything. Again, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for just accepting my transparency. Thank you guys for just even being in here to listen. This is something really different for me. It's been a really, really hard day just even thinking about wanting to do this. And I finally was just like, I don't care if I gotta cry through it. I'm gonna do it. So this is day one. I love y'all. This will be on YouTube, same channel, Luxury Lynn Mall. I'm about to get it together. I'm gonna drop it. So if you need to go watch it, go watch it. So please keep me in your prayers. All I ask is for strength. I feel like that's all I need is just strength. I feel like everything else will get me there, but I just want to be strong going through this. And that's it. Strong and
All right, well, we're about to get up off here, go take a shot, and go
like,
slide down the
off
wall.
here.
Go slide down the wall to Big Boogie, and all right, we see y'all later.
Good night. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.